Hey guys, welcome back. This is Jax on the channel, Jax and Kai Play. All the mods 9 to the sky. Yes, Kai's not here right now. He's busy and we're trying to get some things wrapped up, so I'm going to do an episode about bigger reactors today. So if you're interested, this is episode 16. Stick around and we'll get to building those together. So as we get started here, we've knocked out quite a few quests. So if we kind of go through those and look at those real quick, kind of got the components where we get started in bigger reactors in a second. But we've kind of went through and knocked out a bunch of these. Lines for fine. Summon a piglish. I guess we might need to do that. I'll have to talk to Kai because I know that's one of the things we were just talking about at the heart. Refined storage, pretty much got it all knocked out. Going to need to get into AE2. Basic storage is done. But anyway, let's get on to the bigger reactors. That's what the episode's going to be about. So Kai did set up the uranium essence for these. So we've got fuel. I made some graphite casing. That's just all you got to do is smelt coal or charcoal and you get the graphite. And then I got recipes in the system for these. But if we jump over here and look at our first passive reactor, and it kind of gives us an idea. I haven't used this reactor before. I've used extreme reactors, which I think it's kind of the same, but we'll have to take a look at it. We can do it together here. So we're going to build the smallest passive reactor as the 3x3x3. The requirements for the quest are exact amounts for what we need to build one. So these items right here is exactly what we need. To build this, you need to start building a 3x3 frame, a 3-cubed frame made out of casings. On the bottom wall, you could use glass or a casing to fill it in. You want each wall to have a reactor component, like a power tap or an access port. Okay, so we got 2 access ports, a terminal, and a power tap. Okay. Every reactor will require exactly 1 reactor terminal. That's your interface, which we usually put in the middle of the front wall. Next, we'll place 1 control rod in the middle of the top and 1 reactor fuel rod underneath it, meaning in the middle of your reactor. You will need a way to input and output waste, which is done by the reactor access ports. And for this build, place 1 on the left side and 1 on the right. To extract power, we'll place the power tap in the middle of the block once placed. Reactor should be complete. Okay, so that sounds pretty good. So let's so we need some I think I listed the items already here in my I've got it. So I've completed some other things too and put some other bookmarks. If you don't know how to bookmark things, if you just go into the item like this and you could push A, and if you want to unbookmark it, just push A again on it. So anyway, let's get started in some of these reactor fuel rods. I think I have recipes set up for these. So let's go add bigger. Yeah. So I know the reactor glass, I just say we need 12 of those. And I'll build a bigger reactor than what we're going to build for this to start out with. So if we needed a 3x3, that's 54 on 1 for every side. We won't need quite that many, but we can go ahead and make those. Let's see, we'll get those set up. It's nice having them in the RF storage crafting already set up, so that's good. And okay, so it's telling us we got the stuff completed. Let's see, we need a terminal, and I didn't bookmark that because I only need 1, but I probably should have since I plan on making more than 1 reactor. Okay, so 1 reactor access port. I think we need 2 of those. So we're going to get that. And then we need a power tap, 1 of those. And computer port, I don't think we need that. Redstone port. Let's go back over here and look at the quest real quick. So reactor control rods, we need reactor control components, and it looks like these are optional. So we could go ahead and make them just complete part of the quest, I guess. And I'm going to control click. If you control click and you have a recipe in the system, that brings up the items that you need to craft to finish the recipe. And then usually you just got to click one more time. So like that. And so let's grab our other optional component. So we're not going to use these, so I'm going to throw them back into storage. Refine storage system. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay, our passive reactor. All right, you can use moderators as diamond blocks, and but you can use the graphite 2 blocks. Expanding our reactor. So we need to make these 2 items: reactor control rod. Let's see, do we have that up here? Control rod, reactor fuel rod. Okay, so yeah, we do have that. Back in here, and it looks like we need to make some more graphite. So I'll shift click, and it just comes up like that to make it. And the reactor control rods, we're going to need 3 more, so graphite ingots. So grab those. Normally you have more than one of these each, but okay, so let's just let's tell it to make a 64 of these in case we need them. I think I'd made that many up before earlier, but just trying to prepare for the episode. Okay, I didn't need 2 of those, but there we go. So let's go downstairs. I think that's where I want to build this. Kind of over in the power. I did start yesterday when Kai and I was doing the islands. Oh, looks like he's resummoned another deep dark island, so that's good. So we need some room, so I don't want to come out a couple blocks, or at least, well, yeah, let's come out 2 blocks. And we need to get our reactor casings. Let's see, I thought I had more than that. Make a few more. Okay. So we need a 3x3, because I want to stay away from the power there and come out 2 blocks from the wall. Three by 3. Okay, yeah, so this is definitely there's a 3 there. This is not going to have much room. But yeah, this definitely will be small. Okay, so in the middle, control rod and fuel rod. So I think the fuel rod goes down in the middle. And then we need reactor on top. And then power tap. We'll put that on the back. And put our terminal in the front. We need another casing on top here. And what I might end up doing is just breaking this back down and make a bigger one. Well, that's not what I wanted. There, and that should have a, yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is similar to bigger or extreme reactors. A little different, but okay. So the fuel burn rate, we gotta set up here, internal battery. Okay, so let's get a plug. Just have to make sure we have one of those. Flex plug. We do have one, because that's what we'll connect on the back here for the power tap. Yeah, we can't see anything there. We'll go ahead and get it set up, and then we need to do the Kai and Jacks out, Jacks and Kai out. Okay, and we'll let it power surge, limits, and all that good stuff. Vector control rod name. I don't think we need to do anything with that. And then access port, directions input. Okay. And this is going to be the same, I guess, over here on this side. Yep, but we need a output 2 on one side. So eject the waste. Let's do output over here. Okay. And then let's check and see what we got. We got the fuel mix, which is going to be uranium, heat casing, fuel heat, and then that's going to get us our power. Okay. So, and then we just got to turn it on. So we can get a hopper to start out with. Usually that works. And then what I'll get later is a export out of the system, and then an import to get the waste. So, and then we need the uranium. I think we can probably do blocks. I don't, like I said, I don't want to do too much because uranium. Because I'll probably take this back down and build a bigger reactor. Okay, so that gets to 64. Let's put in 16. Back over here. Okay, maybe that doesn't work that way. Input. Oh, you know what? I might have to turn it on for it to work. I thought it would show the, and it may not take uranium blocks. Let's see. We can break it down a little bit. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it doesn't want to take blocks. Okay, so we get our fuel. So let's go ahead and we'll just break these down. Like I said, I don't want a lot in here right now, but I think we can do that. And then we just got to turn it on. Okay, that's pretty hot. I don't think this has a problem with like blowing up or anything, and we don't really have anything to take away the heat. We use a moderator, that's what it's called. So that would allow us to run things cooler, and when you keep it cool in like a area, usually most reactors, you have an efficiency that will work out between the heat and everything. So that gives you a better burn rate. So you'll get more power and usually use less fuel. So it's 100%. I really don't know that much about this one, guys. I know there is a wiki that you can go check on. I may read that later too to determine what I want to do with the size and everything. But we should have power coming out of it. And so one of the things we can do is we can make some more nitric blocks. Let's see. So we need nether star. Let's do a batch of 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll need some redstone blocks. And that's double what we need for those. So we'll do 6. And then we need blazing, which I already cooked up a few of those. So we need 3 of those. So each recipe is 1 nether star, 2 redstone blocks, and we crash. Okay, welcome back, guys, from the crash. So put that in and we get some power coming to it. You can see it's going to need 20 million FE, and it's kind of moving along, but it's kind of, well, we're doing good now. Actually, we're getting the power from that, so it's keeping us even. Earlier, I could do only 2 sets of these, and the reason I was doing those is so Kai could make the seeds for the nitric crystal blocks, or nitric crystal seeds. Let's throw this back up into our inventory. Along with these, I'll keep these blocks to that. I'm going to build a bigger reactor. I'll probably do like a 7x7 external. Okay, so that made that really quick. I think I recorded a clip, but I didn't show you guys these. So this is part of powah, and these are upgraded to the spirited rods, power rods, and cables, and that's energizing orb. So you just put things in it, and it uses these rods to transmute it into a different thing using power. So energizing it basically is what it's called, energizing orb. So if we go back over here, let's take a look at our reactor. Okay, so it's drained all the power out of it, but it's still making a decent amount. So are we out of fuel? Oh, okay, we got some waste that came back out. That's a two-way thing. Okay, I didn't expect that to happen. I figured it would come out over here, but I guess I didn't give it a block to come out to. So let's go ahead and make a barrel. I think a barrel might be good for that. See what we get temporarily. And like I said, what I probably would do is put an importer here from the refined storage system. Let's take that out. Let's take a look at here again. Okay, so we built the power back up over here for our flux network. And I need a bigger battery, or maybe make a couple more of those. I haven't been doing very good on power. I kind of got lazy once I had it working good enough. And so that's why I've been working on, or decided to do the reactors. So let's finish one more batch up here real quick, because this uses so much power. It's good to know. To get a creative wireless crafting grid, if we take a look at that. Creative wireless craft. And see, we got creative wireless crafting, creative wireless crafting monitor. We want the grid, that's what we have. So if you take that and look at the energizing orb, it tells you it needs 2 billion FE. So instead of 20 million, we're looking at 2 billion. So I guess we could try it, right? I mean, episode's not too long yet. I do appreciate your guys' time, and we try not to just kind of lollygag around while we're playing, but we want to make it entertaining for you and make sure you get something out of it, because we do appreciate your guys' support. You took the time to come and watch our videos. We do appreciate it. So we looked here. Okay, we're at 1%. So right now, even though my crafting grid is down there, it's probably sucked all the power out of the storage system too. And let's see. This is definitely not putting out enough to keep up and everything. So sorry about that pause. I was just reading. So yeah, I think we're at 2%. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. We'll stop the power. So when you stop something like that from energizing, you have to start basically all over again. It doesn't show it. It doesn't save any of your progress, which is kind of bad. But that's kind of the way it is. All right, guys, I got an insert here we're going to do because I went ahead and rebuilt the reactor, and I thought I'd go ahead and include it in this video. So what I'm doing is using a bunch of power, and then we see the redstone over here that's cooked on to tell the reactor to start or turn off. So if we take a look at the ports, what's off right now, so it's building power up, but once it gets full, the battery gets above 80%, is what I have it set on, and then it once it gets below 80%, it sends out a redstone signal over here to turn it on. So basically that's a turn on and off here. So if we drain the power out, we'll show you again how it kind of works. And this is just the nitric crystal. Oh wait, did it wrong there. Okay. So we got a pretty good bank of wireless storage right here, but you can see it's kicked on now. So if we can get over here and look inside, nope, we didn't make any time. It's not too big a deal. You can see it, but what I did over here is I've just hooked up an exporter, dragged the uranium over here to import it into the system, and I've got an exporter or an importer here to take any of the waste back into the system. Basically, the ports are the same. I did put the computer port up here, but I'm really not sure what it does, to be honest. And so I built this up with 5 reactor control rods in the fuel cells, and I've surrounded them by diamonds, making them a little more efficient. There is like 4 gaps in here, right here, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 4 total, where there's no blocks in there except for air, like this one right here. But works pretty good. Like I said, this is a 7x7 cubed, 7x7x7. And we can look down here, it's staying a lot cooler. We're not using any power right here. You see it's toggled offline. But when I do use the power, it toggles it back on with the redstone above. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. The reactors are pretty nice, pretty simple setup. With that, I think that's it. I just wanted to show you guys that and how it was working with when it's basically giving me enough power anyway. So that's kind of what my point was with it. The reactor. We go over here and take a look. See if we can catch it. Yeah, we're seeing here, and almost 40,000 RF per tick is what it was making here. So that's pretty good. That's going to give us some power for a while, and I probably could set up another one of these right here. Really, it's pretty simple. And with Kai having the seed set up for uranium, it's not too bad to do. So let's take that one back out. And so I can finish these up. The reason I wanted to go ahead and do another one is so I can get 4 more blocks of the 1 times compressed nitric, so we can make another seed. As we look at the seeds for those, I think that's up here in the star. No, it's not in the star. That's we've got our bigger reactors. We've completed all these. Dealing with the waste, I didn't put that in my inventory, so I guess cyanide ingot. But that should finish up that quest basically. Oh nope, it opened it up some more. So we can reprocess our waste, and we'll get down this line. We can do a turbine to give us even more power. So right now we're using this to make energy, but we could use it to make heat so we could power a turbine. So that might be what we do over there. I could go up. I have room for a couple more blocks height, so I could make this like a 9x9x9, a 9 cubed, and that would be pretty good, especially if I combine it with a turbine. We'd probably be getting a ton of power out of it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is kind of a quick one. I just wanted to show you guys the reactor, kind of work with it together with me, because this is the first time I've worked with bigger reactors. Like I said, they're kind of like the extreme reactors, so they're not too bad. And the next step up, I'll probably go with a 7x7. I'll get that built right after I end this episode. And then hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.